All right. So just like I promised last week, I'm gonna go a little bit heavier on this. Try to get my reps down. I mean, I don't know, closer to like the. Again, I think I even said this last week. I'd probably be okay with 8 reps only, especially with the way I'm doing this. It's gonna be a pretty slow fucking eccentric. Um. So yeah, let me even this up a little. So yeah, I mean, 455, 50 pounds more. I think the weird thing is, as I did, I guess it's not weird. I know I got more comfortable because I haven't done this in so long, but I was gonna say I got better with each set. I think I just got more comfortable with it. So I guess it's not weird. It kind of makes sense. Um, and another thing, I need to make sure I grab it. I actually remembered my fucking belt, so this is gonna help too. I think a belt. I mean, it really depends on the person. Some people feel pretty good without a belt. Um, it obviously helps everybody. It does, but I think some people it helps more than others. It just depends on the person. If you have good bracing, a belt might not help you that much. If you're really good at just naturally bracing, which I'm okay. If I did this more, I feel like I'd be even better. But the belt's definitely gonna help. So, but yeah, 455. I kind of want to just try it and see. This might be more difficult than I think. Hopefully not. Like I said, if I can get at least 8, and like I'm not gonna be doing a negative. When I was warming up, I was kind of doing a negative with a little. So like when I had 405, I was pulling it up, and I'd go down and stop, and then set it down. I'm not gonna do that with this. It's gonna be one smooth, up, down. There will be like a little pause when I rest it on these safety guards. So I don't know. It's definitely gonna be tougher, but hopefully it's not. It's not way, way, way tougher. But only way to find out to do it. So let's see. All right, maybe my bracing isn't as good as I think because that belt helped a lot. which it honestly makes sense. Like I said, I haven't done. Fuck, let me get it off. I haven't done anything like this, and you're talking almost a year, besides last week. So, like, I haven't even been free weight barbell back squatting. I haven't done that in mm, it's probably been like 5 or 6 months. So it makes sense. I'm actually considering throwing 500 on here, seeing if I can get a couple good sets of 8, real slow and controlled, like I just did. I'll go back and count. I think I did 10 or 11, maybe even 12. I don't know. Sometimes when I get in the, in the thick of it, let's just say like that, I just quit counting. I'm pretty bad about that. I gotta quit doing that shit. Luckily, I record it. I just go back and count. But anyways, yeah, I might throw 500 on here. Might have a little bit of fun today. We'll see. So far, so good though. Yeah, like I said, this belt, fucking night and day difference. Really, it was pretty awesome. All right, let's do it. I talked myself into it. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun, and we're gonna pull 500. See, kind of see what I can do with it. Now, hopefully, like I said on the last set, hopefully it's not way tougher than what I'm thinking. But I think I can get 2 sets of 8. Now, like with everything else, if I was just fucking using as much speed and explosiveness and timing to my advantage, I could get more. But I'm trying to control the eccentric as much as much as you can control it with 500 pounds. Um, and like I said, a little pause when I set it down, rinse and repeat, flex it back up, and keep going. So, I'm shooting for 8. If I can do more, I guess I need to put my belt on. If I can do more, I will definitely do more. But 8 is kind of the goal at the moment. Now, I do think, before I tighten this, I do think the more I do this, I'm gonna have, and I could be wrong, but I think I'm gonna have the strength kind of come back pretty quick. Um, the challenge with that is gonna be not going too heavy, or not going so heavy that I kind of lose what I'm trying to do here, which is just flexing the muscle. I'm not doing this for power like a power lifter would. This is all about building more muscle in my back. So even though it's like one of those things, like even though I could go heavier, should I? Maybe not. Maybe not until I can, get a little more control. So we'll see. I'll see how this feels. For all I know, this is gonna feel like shit, and it's gonna be way too fucking heavy for what I'm trying to do. So I guess I'll just shut up and try it. Hopefully, I don't almost fall backwards on the fresh rep like I did on the last set. That was a little sketchy. I have no many. I have no idea how many I've done. Ah, Ah, that was at least 8, right? Fuck, I don't know. It honestly was not that bad for the first time doing it in forever, about a year, like I said. All right, we'll do one more, and who knows? I'll probably throw in a little drop set again because that felt really good last week too. So yeah, man, it's just a nice change. I feel like I'm really challenging my back in a different way. Um, Lifting way heavier than what I could on anything else for my back. So theoretically, as long as I'm lifting with good form, good control, like always, theoretically I should see some pretty good back gains if I keep this up. Like even just kind of sitting here now, my lats and my lower back, my upper mid back, it's all starting to burn. So we'll see, but I think I'm onto something here. Kind of funny, right? I mean, some of the best bodybuilders ever, like Jay Cutler, swore by rack pulls. Doing it this way, though, like I said, not for power. And he swore by them that they helped us back a lot. Kind of funny how that works. That one of the best bodybuilders ever says this works, and then I try it, and I'm like, yeah, I think he's right. Like I'm someone to sit here and question Jay Cutler, but there is something to be said about not every exercise is for every person. Some people in a certain exercise just might not vibe with them. But anyways, one more heavy, and then I'll do a little. I'll go down like 315. Do a little drop set again. All right, so I did try to take a little bit longer of a rest here. I believe if you know you have a big drop set or a super set, something like that, you know, rest as long as you need to before you get into it because the whole point of a drop set and super set is to keep that going, keep that burn going, keep that intensity going for as long as you can with lowering the weight or switching to something else back and forth. And if you don't rest long enough and you kind of jump into it too quick, you're gonna burn out way, way sooner than you should, and it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So I don't know. I feel like I probably rested almost 5 minutes now, maybe even longer, and I have no problem with that. You know, again, just for this drop set that I'm about to do. If I was just doing one set, I'd probably cut that down to like 3 minutes or something. But anyways, see what I can do on this last one. Whew. I gotta loosen this belt. It can get hard to breathe with your belt being so tight. Let me take this off. Take off a couple plates each side, and then I'll try to keep it going. Okay. Uh, I got nothing to say after that, except for that it was effective. Very. Let me kind of regather myself here, and then we'll move on. Uh, all right. So if it wasn't for trying to stay planted in the seat, and the fact that I can't really, I mean, I can fit a little bit more on there, but not much. Um, I could go heavier on this, but it kind of works out because I did my 3 heavy sets of rack pulls. And dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's been almost 10 minutes. Like it took me that long for my back to recover, which, on one hand is good. It really, really works. But on the other hand, you know, you don't really, unless you're like doing, you know, 3 rep maxes, 5 rep maxes, really, really heavy stuff. You don't want to rest 10 minutes in between, pretty much ever. But I mean, sometimes you got to. You know what I mean? I think the more I do rack pulls, the more I get used to it. Again, I could be wrong, but I think that I'll get a little better. I might still have to rest 5 minutes when I'm done, but ideally, hopefully not 10 every time. But I was trying to make a point with this, and I don't even fucking know where I was going with it now. But yeah, oh yeah, I'll be okay if this is like 15, 20 reps, as long as they're really controlled, and as long as I'm flexing each rep up. I'm okay with that. Like I said, I did my heavy stuff. This is more isolation, more volume. You guys get the idea. So probably just 3 sets here, and then I'll move on. All right, that was kind of a little bit of a built-in drop set. I lost one of these fives. Not really what I was wanting to do, but guess I'll take it. But I think I'm gonna, I mean, obviously put this one back on. Try to adjust this where it doesn't fall off again. But I think I'm gonna add another one and do it a couple more times. One more. Should we do a little drop set? I'm thinking so. Let's have a little bit of fun. Why not? Oh god. All right. That was pretty gnarly. I fucking scratched my thumb. You guys probably can't see it. Doing those rack pulls. Ripped some of the skin off. It's burning like a motherfucker. That's kind of beside the point. 3 good sets, a really good drop set. Let's do some lat pull downs or something. All right. Again, not really focused on going crazy heavy here. I have it on 16, which is about 4 notches up higher than what I normally would do this. So, but I'm also using the close hand attachment for this, which for me normally is a little harder. Honestly, the super close one like I got here on here now, and the one that's super wide, both of those are harder, which makes sense than the kind of shoulder width one that, like I would say 90% of the time that's the one I use, the one that's shoulder width. Um, so yeah, anytime I go closer or anytime I go, really out wider than shoulder width, it's always going to be harder. And I think that's for most people. But yeah, weight's not the main priority. Priority is just getting good volume. Not even really. That's not even really the priority either. It's just getting good reps, however many I can get. So I'll do about 3 sets of this. I don't know. Fuck, I probably will do a drop set. Who am I kidding? All right. Oh. Uh, okay. I mean, I possibly could have squeezed one or two more out, but I am fucked up. I was honestly wanting to do one more back exercise and then call it. I think I'm gonna call it now. I did, between the three straight sets, or not three, the nine total straight sets that I did, three rack pulls, three of those, three of these. And then if you count the three drop sets, I did a drop set on each exercise on the last one. Yeah, really want to call it nine only or 12. Either way, it all totals out to the same volume, and it was quite a bit. I haven't had a straight back day, just be able to focus on just back in forever. Like the past couple months, every Sunday, I've switched from legs because of my knee, just hitting legs once a week now, to hitting shoulders and back. Well, today I'm just hitting back. I'm done because I hit shoulders Friday just 2 days ago, and I did like 10 sets or something, did quite a bit. So I don't need any shoulder work today. But where I'm going with that is, it feels good. My lats they feel super pumped up, full of blood. I think I'm gonna call it, man. I don't want to overdo it. Those rack pulls are already making it harder because I'm not used to them. I don't do them. I got to kind of get back in that groove. This is only the second week of doing them again, but it feels good. So I think I'm done. Give me a little bit and I'll do some posing. Man, I'm still catching my breath, but that's a sign of a good workout. And it was. It was fucking actually pretty badass, dude. Like the rack pulls, I went pretty heavy, heavier than I was anticipating, and it still felt good. Love that. And then after that, it got a lot of good volume, some good drop sets. I feel good, man. And I've always had a, I've always struggled with kind of overdoing it. Um, and I was very close to doing it again today, but I got done with that last drop set on the lat pull downs, and I was like, man, I think this is a good workout. I don't need to do any more. I don't know if I would have considered it junk volume, but it would have been close if I would have done any more after that. And I just, one of the benefits of bulking is you really don't need to do as much. You're trying to put more weight on. So if you do just enough volume, just enough sets with the right intensity, kind of cut back on the volume, if anything, it'll be easier to bulk. You're going to gain more weight because you're not burning as many calories as you're accustomed to. So I've always struggled with that, but I'm trying to get better. I think they're pretty good today. Like I said, if you count the drop sets as sets, I did 12. If not, I did 9 with 3 drop sets. Whatever. I mean, the bottom line is I got a great workout. My back is fucking. It's actually gonna be kind of hard to pose. It's pretty sore already. And I also have to think about I have to train back again in 2 days, Tuesday. So 9 sets is probably, if anything, it's actually might be just a little too much. But I'll try to make sure I rest good. Even that is not a guarantee that I won't be sore by Tuesday still. But let's do it. Let's do some posing. Dude, that's pretty funny. You guys, oh yeah, you can see it. You know the bulk's working whenever you have a line across your waist from the belt. I used not to get those. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely putting some weight on, and it's showing on the scale too. The heaviest I got was 230, 230 pounds, and the other day I just weighed myself because I was going back down, which I mean I know wasn't eating enough. But the other day I weighed myself again. I was back up to 226. So I just got to keep on this pace, and hopefully we got something good to work with in a couple months in terms of being the heaviest and biggest I've ever been. But anyways, let's pose. This is mainly gonna be back posing, but I'll do a little bit of the front. All right. I mean, there's not really a lot in terms of back posing that you can do. Where's the back of this shirt at? There it is. So yeah, I guess it. Like I said earlier, dude, I am not. What is going on here? Wow, that was more difficult than it should have been. What was I gonna say? um. Oh yeah, I'm not accustomed to just hitting back, and that might have been my problem. One of my problems in terms of, I feel like I just need some more thickness in my back and a little more width, which that width and illusion of more width in my back will get better once I cut and my waist trims up a little. Because right now, I mean, that's why I pack my weight when I'm bulking. I mean, I obviously I pack some up here, but I stay pretty lean in my upper body. I I pack it right here, so when I lose that, my waist is gonna get pretty small, and it's gonna make that illusion even better. But even still, I feel like I need a little more in my back. So just hitting, just being able to hit back by itself feels good, man. Feels really good. So, anyways, we're done. Time to get some rest, some meals, protein, the usual. Tomorrow I'll be back for the best day, chest. Can't wait.